Hello there. A while back I did a video about the range for the Q4 E-Tron with a roof box on it. Now I just did a little loop up to Perth from Pennycook and then back again. It's a little bit of motorway, but it wasn't particularly far. So this weekend we've been away at Centre Parcs in Windfell Forest near Penrith. And we're putting the roof box on, so I've decided to do another video about the range now that I've had a decent stint on the motorway. So I've got my big roof box on for this. It's the Atlantis 780, which is 480 litres. And it holds a decent amount of stuff. 480 litres is almost the same size as the boot on the Q4. And the reason for having the roof box on was so that these guys could go in the boot. Good boys. So I've done a few miles getting back from the charger, but we're just short of 100%. I'll set up the sat nav for Centre Parcs. I'll just pick the charger, presumably that'll be in the car park. There we go. So it's saying 106 miles. But I did want to take us down the A701, which isn't great for the dogs. So I decided to go the A702 instead. That's a bit less twisty. So coming on to the M74, we've averaged 3.2 miles per kilowatt hour. But I'm now just going to take it up to 70 and set with the cruise control all the way down to Penrith. I did make a slight detour so we could stop, let the dogs out, to stretch their legs a little bit, have a little bit of a run. So I did a couple of extra miles onto the journey by coming off at BTIC to use the park there. And of course it rained. So now I've got soggy dogs in the back. Thank God for the boot cover. Just before Penrith, we hit 15 minutes of delays in stop-to-start traffic. Overall, our long term had dropped to 2.9 miles per kilowatt hour. Annoyingly, that meant we only had 43% of the charge left, which wasn't going to be enough to get us home. And I could have gone out and got a charge at some point, but I didn't. So the car sat for 3 days, and means we'll just have to stop on the way back. So home time, let's just go search for Pennycook. Set the town as a destination, and presumably it's going to tell me I can't make it on the charge I've got. And it'll give me charging options. So 108 miles to go. That's not going to happen with the range that we've got left. And there we go, route planner saying, nope, not going to work. So it's suggesting that we use the 43 kilowatt ChargePlay Scotland charger in Moffat, which will be because it wants us to go the A701 for some reason again. Presumably it's a shorter road. There's not much difference in the time, so we'll probably ignore that when we get there. Now, unfortunately, checked the Charge Place Scotland app and it doesn't look like that charger's working. Status is unknown. So we made the decision on the way up that we're just going to pop into Ionity at Gretna Green. It said occupied on the screen, but when we got there, we're just in time for someone to pull away. We arrived with 23% and we'd covered 159 miles, so that made an overall range of about 210 miles for a full charge. We also decided, rather than arrive home with no charge left, we'd put a little bit extra charge in here. So we took it up to 60% in just over 20 minutes. The total cost of that charge was £20.10. It's not cheap, but it was at least twice as fast as it would have been if we'd gone to the charger in Moffat. Overall then, we managed 2.9 miles per kilowatt hour over the 238 miles. We didn't have the air conditioning on because the temperature wasn't high enough to need it, but similarly we didn't have to have the heating on either. Roof box created a little bit extra wind noise from above, but other than that you never know it was there. 2.9 miles per kilowatt hour means an overall range of like 220 odd miles. So putting the roof box on effectively gives you the equivalent range that I would get in winter. I would imagine a slightly smaller roof box would probably not have had quite as big an impact on the range. Right, that's all I've got for you in this video. Remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.